Hello there everybody, it's Angela, otherwise known as Pumpkin Geek. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please feel free to subscribe and click the notification bell and all of that other stuff that we're supposed to say. If you're not new, then thank you for sticking with me and not running away when I kind of disappeared for a bit. This video is to basically explain why I disappeared for a bit. So yeah, there's been some good and there's been some bad, so we'll get the bad out of the way first. Where to begin? I suppose health-wise, I don't know if you follow them. If you follow my Instagram, it's probably been hinted at on there, but I have not been a well kitty at all. Not only mentally, where I seem to have fell into a pit of depression over the last couple of months for other reasons, but also physically, and the two kind of fed on each other like some horrible cycle. Let's see. So I seem to have had two different things going on with me. One with my stomach, which we're still trying to figure out what, whether it's IBS going mental or there's something else happened. And another with my legs and knees, where basically I've been falling over. So been seeing a physio for that. Actually got discharged with a whole load of exercises to do, which seems to be the way of the NHS now. God bless them. Wonderful service, but definitely needs investment. So yes, I've got physio exercises to do for the next forever to try and build up the strength in my legs to hopefully stop my knee from giving way and making me fall over. So yay. And you know, now that the summer's here and a lot of the other bad stuff that was going on in my life seems to have either been alleviated or dealt with, then the depression, touch wood, is lifting and I'm maybe able to function more like a normal human being. But yeah, one of them things other than the illness was a whole bunch of university drama. I say university, I didn't even go to a proper university. It was a college that did university level courses. But yeah, there was drama. There was massive drama. The long and short of it is I now have a qualification. The bad news is it has left a very horrible taste in my mouth, with the whole experience being best described as not great. Amongst the highlights were disappearing tutors over the last 6 months, confusion about whether we were actually going to get our qualifications at all, or whether we were needing to pay for our qualifications at all, because, well, government agencies such as the Department of Education were investigating all sorts of shenanigans there. Long and short of it is, got my qualification and I've got it for free. But yeah, there was a whole load of stress and drama, and you know, I would definitely think very hard about whether I used a similar scheme to get my education in future, or whether to go back to the Open University, which seems to be my preferred choice at the moment, because I've done courses with them before. They have mostly been excellent and nothing like the experience I had over the last 6 months with just awfulness. I have complained to all the relevant authorities, and yeah, the book's been passed, and the one person who has been left to deal with it wasn't even involved in the drama or anything, so it's been kind of unfair to her. But like I say, I've got my qualification, I've got my certificate, got all the paperwork, I've passed. Would it be nice to have got better than a pass, and I'm really disappointed, but I know that with the circumstances that I had and where I was basically left to teach myself stuff that really needed a tutor to assist with. It's probably the best I could have hoped for, actually. So yeah. What else has been going on? So not only have I been dealing with that and, you know, my own illness, some of you know I'm a carer. There's been shenanigans, well, not shenanigans, but you know, my ability to care has been impacted by my health, which has just fed into this horrible circle. And then like other family members have been ill as well, so it's kind of not been great. Don't really want to discuss that, but it's been a factor. But it has not been doom and gloom and ill health and horribleness, and you know, a couple of good things have happened too, thank God, because I think, you know, I wouldn't be here discussing this now if it wasn't. But, and by that I mean I will probably be on some ward or getting some form of treatment rather than in a grave before anybody thinks that. But yes, so 2 good things. Well, there's been lots of good things actually, but the 2 I want to concentrate on being helping out in a bookshop with an organisation called the Global Educational Trust, which I will link to below. So it's been a lot of fun, and the aim of the Global Educational Trust is to prevent books from going into landfill, which is the part that I'm involved with, and also, well, to give kids a global education. So it's great. It's a nice bunch of people that I'm working with, and I've met lots of interesting people. I'm not sure where I would call any of them friends, simply because of the age gap, but I've met lots of interesting people, and it's going to look good on my CV, which is an advantage, but not the reason why I've been doing it. I just like the charity's mission of preventing books going to landfill, especially in these times where we're basically destroying the planet and corporations have been doing naff all to, you know, deal with the fact that, you know, I think I read a statistic where it's like we've got 12 years to reverse the damage before it's too late. So yeah, that's terrifying. So I've been trying to do my best, like, to make changes to, you know, help Mother Nature, as it were. So I'm never going to be completely zero waste. On my budget and my lifestyle, it is not practical, but I've been trying to do things that reduce my plastic use, such as making my own hair care, got myself a water bottle so I'm not buying plastic bottles when I'm out, got like a metal tin lunchbox so I'm not, like, when I'm taking sandwiches out with us or something, I can use that rather than like plastic bags, you know, that kind of small change. I know there's more that I want to do, and you know, I might do a video on that and like set myself a challenge. Probably that might be one that may go around about October time, so I can do like all the researchy stuff in September and then do like myself a zero waste type challenge in September. Let us know in the comments if that's something you would be interested in watching or maybe taking part in with me. But yeah, the other thing, and again it's book related, that's been really good in my life recently, is that some of my work is featured in an anthology that is now available to buy on Amazon. So I will also link to that below if you are interested. It's not going to make me any money. It's something that my writers group have put together. but it's been a lot of fun to do, and yeah. So any proceeds will go back into writers group to develop that, but it's inspired me to maybe pull my finger out of my own butt and put a collection together myself. Watch this space, maybe. What else? Oh yeah, went to my very first gay pride. Is it gay pride or... Oh no, sorry, it's just pride now. My mistake. Smack my hand. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it was fun, but I felt it was definitely more for the younger ones. Or maybe it was the company I was with perhaps wasn't too into it, so maybe, I don't know. I mean, if I'm in the area and a pride is on again, I would go down and show my support, don't get me wrong. And I did pick up a lot of useful information, but I'm not sure the entertainment side is for me, or it might have just been, I'm not going to dismiss it outright. No, we'll give it another try. And taking part in the parade was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed that. But maybe it was just built up in my head to be something that it could never be. I don't know. But I'm exploring that more. I'm exploring that side of my life a bit more now. So, yay. But what did bother me was the newspaper. Don't read the comment section. I know. But, okay, I want to address this really quickly. People who say, why is pride, a thing still? First of all, again, for the younger generation, when I was a child, something like pride in my area would have been very helpful to make me feel like, okay, this is not wrong, this is normal, straight is not the only way. And there was starting to be discussions about that, but it wasn't, as open as it is now. So that's one reason. And I guess the other reason for me why pride is important is, well, there's countries where being a homosexual will get you killed still. So that's the reason. Just show support to people who cannot be open about their sexuality for whatever reason, whether it is their countries or the family situations or their church. There's a whole load of reasons why people can't be out safely. And the other thing is, it's people with that attitude. Don't forget, Aaron Turing, brilliant fella, being put on the £50 note. But it's kind of ironic that he has been put on the £50 note because, just like homosexuality isn't accepted, the £50 note is barely accepted in most places now. So, if they wanted to make a statement, why not stick him on a tenner? Where it is more accepted in places. Where was I? Pride. But yeah, Alan Turing is our grandparents' generation, and he was castrated chemically because he was homosexual. He lost his life's work and living because he was outed as a homosexual. This is in our grandparents' generation. So there's a lot of work left to do still, and pride is part of that. So yeah, just wanted to touch on that briefly. I think I've waited on long enough. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. The feedback is all good. I'm hoping to get onto a more regular upload schedule when I can. Hopefully I'm going to be able to record a few videos I have in mind next week somehow and get them uploaded. But until next time, I've been Ange. Bye!